Hey YouTube, I'm back with another deck profile. Today I'm going to be doing deck profile on my big, like, from back in the day deck. So Maelstrom, just like Raging Form and Overlord, those are like my three big main decks from way back when. So Maelstrom got a couple of new support, like he got a new stride. So we'll go into that. So the deck overall though, didn't really change a whole lot. I did change the grade 3 lineup a little bit. Just to change things up, but basically it's still Maelstrom style, which is basically a control-based deck compared to like the aggressive Thavas and Blue Wave decks. So for Maelstrom, I'm running 2 Glory Maelstrom, 2 because you ride him. In the late game, everybody knows that there's an unblockable attack, but because of G Guardians, it's kind of nerfed, but it's still pretty cool when it goes off. Next, I'm running 2 Blue Storm Karma Dragon Maelstrom Reverse. So this dude's in here because he is still really annoying to go against, kind of like Warsicle in Machinings. So both of them have a cross ride. If you do want to cross ride off of this dude, which is Blue Storm Dragon Maelstrom. This is the Break Ride one. The original one is still also kind of viable, but I recommend, if you're going to run the original one, I recommend running the Limit Break Enabler, but making room for that card is kind of hard in Aqua Force. But yeah, just 8 grade 3s, all Maelstrom. There's multiple ways. Ideally you want to ride this as the Vanguard, so you can potentially cross Break Ride into Glory Maelstrom or Maelstrom Reverse, and then get his skill off, which is pretty good. And he also has the ability to search for Maelstroms, so kind of like, yeah, if you want to run 9 grade 3, then you could, it's up to you, you could run another one of this or another one of that. But yeah, kind of seems like to me, like, it's kind of like Raging Form, 8's enough. Next, I'm running 4 Blue Storm Soldier Rascal Sweeper. He is one of the ways that you get 4th battle. Another relatively easy way to pull it off is with Tile Assault. So I'm running 4 Tile Assault in here. Finally was able to put Tile Assault in Maelstrom because all my other Aqua Force decks don't need Tile Assault anymore. And they still play fine without him. It's either him or you can run the Blue Storm Restander guy who on first or second attack he can special counterblast 1 Blue Storm and then restand himself, and he doesn't lose 5k. There's that too. I was running him before, but I did swap him for Tile Assault just so that I don't have to spend so much counterblast. But yeah, these 8 cards enable 4th battle. Then I am running 3 Gregorios because he's a Blue Storm. Honestly though, now that I think about it, now that I'm not running that one guy anymore, I don't really need these. I could probably run like High Tide Snipers or some other stuff that's probably going to be a little bit more annoying. So I may actually take him out now I think about it. But yeah, either this or something that can attack like and hit huge numbers, or like a big thing that can attack by itself and potentially hit the Vanguard. So yeah, for grade 1s, 4 Blue Storm Shield Homerus because he is your Blue Storm Sentinel. Now, if you're running the Blue Storm Legions, you can also run this, and you also can use this with the card that searches for Wave, but it's probably not really gonna do anything in here because you kind of need a Blue Storm Vanguard to do his other skill. But yeah, this is the Blue Storm Sentinel with Wave. It just happens to also be the Wave Sentinel. Next, 4 Blue Storm Battle Princess Theta. Theta is good because she is basically your primary target that you swap with Rascal Sweeper. So when she attacks second, she gets 3 if you have a Maelstrom. And otherwise, if she attacks, just attacks. Like she can attack a rear guard, doesn't have to be Vanguard. If you have a Vanguard with Maelstrom, she becomes a 9k. So pretty good card, run 4 copies of it, it's just that good. Next, you can actually also change this for like Stride Fodder or Limit Break Enablers or whatever. But 2 Hermes, again, I guess I should have thought that through, but like, yeah. The reason why this is in here and this is in here is just kind of like it's a rush deck. You want to build up you want to push your opponent to 3 damage or whatever early, so you could pressure with this later or whatever if you can't stride. So, and then the only other grade 1 running is for Battle Sira and Stacia, because she can attack from the back row. So again, if you're up against someone like Link Joker or something, they'll have to lock your whole column to kind of shut you down. So this can still potentially help you get 4th battle, or at least 3rd battle, for your strides that don't really need to attack 4th. So there's that. Then for the trigger lineup, I'm running the 4 Malika, the 4 Despina. Malika because she works with Tidal Assault and all kinds of stuff. Despina because she's the Blue Storm. Maelstrom trigger that behind Glory Maelstrom makes it unblockable attack on Ultimate Break. So it kind of forces them to use a bunch of like G Guardians all at once, or I guess at least one, or whatever. And then 4 more critical, so 4 draw, 8 critical. It's very standard because we got lots of self-freestanding rear guards. And then 4 heals, and Mario. So honestly, like if you don't have Tidal Assault, you can run that one guy that I was talking about. A nice thing about him is that he doesn't lose 5k, and because of all the power creep that I've seen in the game, honestly, like Tidal Assault has seen better days. Like this card used to be like no-brainer, best grade 2 in the entire game, or at least for the Aqua Force clan. But kind of now, with all the power creep, he's kind of not all that wonderful anymore. I mean, he's still a really good card, but there's just so many cards that can hit so many big numbers for free. I mean, without like too much cost anymore that, I don't know. Anyway, he's in there because obviously you need to search our Maelstroms, get them for stride fodder or cross break riding or whatever. So that's why he's a starter. For the stride units, I am running 2 Blue Storm Helical Dragon Disaster Maelstrom. He persona flips himself, so you only be able to stride him once, but honestly, there's so many other really good strides that you only kind of need 2 of them. Next, I am running 2 Admiral Maelstrom. Ideally, you want to run 3 of this, because you don't have to flip him up until his attack hits. So if you stride him and they block him, you'll have this guy, the other copy will be unflipped, so you can stride him again, but you need the 3rd copy, ideally, for this to actually do really well. So otherwise, don't run this at all. If you can't find it, who cares? Run 4 of this. So yeah. Next 2 Lambros, because Lambros is just really good. 2 of the new GR, only because I pulled 2 of them. Like if you only can get 1 or none, then you could instead run like a 3rd one of these, or like 2 more of those. Or 2 Lambros if you can find them. He's gonna be reprinted soon, so Lambros won't be that hard to find. I think a month from now, or 2 months from now, or whatever. But yeah, Lambros, this guy, they're all really good finisher type of cards. So then I'm running my 2 Commander Thavas. If you have 4, because he did get reprinted, you can run 4. And then if you don't have like these cards or whatever, but I'm running 2. Then 1 Aristotle. He's kind of not really useful anymore, but he can potentially, you can stride into him if for whatever reason, like let's say you can only get 3 attacks, so you won't be able to go into Lambros, or you know, there's several reasons why he could still be good, and you can snipe one of your opponent's rear guards. Then Christos, a 1-of. These are my kind of like my 1-ofs because I have so many of the other like the newer better stuff. And then the G Guardian lineup is 2 of Floatia and 2 Ice Barrier. They both have issues. Like she's only 31. She'll only be a 20k shield on 1st or 2nd battle of that turn. And then he will only be a 25,000 shield if it's 1st or 4th battle. So got some issues if the Vanguard's attacking last or whatever, but or if you're like in a mirror match or something. So if you only want to run like less of the G Guardians, then maybe you could run a Desmo, but I'm not exactly sure which one I would take out for the Desmo, to be honest. So Anyway, guys, that's my Blue Storm Maelstrom deck. Let me know what you guys think of the Blue Storms. And do you think it's worth trying to make a Legion Blue Storm deck or a Blue Storm deck that does not use Maelstrom? Let me know. But honestly, right now, I feel like Maelstrom has the majority of the best support from the Blue Storm sub-clan or archetype. So anyway, guys, that's basically the deck profile. See you guys in the next one. Thanks.